Hi, this is Shelby Jo Long and the Expertise Podcast. And on this podcast, I like to interview people that I have had the opportunity to work with, authors and coaches, to talk about the development of their program from their book and from their content that they've already developed. And now we're at the stage of implementation. So I'm very excited today to talk to Reem Mousa. And Reem has written 2 books, Not a Follower and When Spirituality Meets Reality. And I have had the opportunity to work with her over the past few months to develop a program with her, or to at least conceptualize a program with her. And now we're getting to the implementation stage, which is really exciting. So that's what I do, Shelby Jo Long, and I am a business coach, and I help authors create live programs or digital programs from the content that they've written. So Reem, I'm so excited that you're here today to talk on the podcast. I just love catching up with you, and I'm just excited to hear about what has happened over the past few months. So
Hi, Shelby.
welcome to the podcast. If you could just give an overview, we've worked together over the past few months. I read your book. I read your manuscript of the other book. I helped you put together a program. Can you talk about that process a little bit and what that was like for you?
Yeah, hi, Shelby. Thank you so much for this beautiful introduction. I'm as excited as you are for this program, for everything we did together. It was so much fun, and it was an eye-opening for me as well, for something that I wasn't even aware that I'm able to do, or if it does even exist. So I'm the author of course, as you mentioned, Not a Follower, and When Spirituality Meets Reality, as well as I'm the founder of Pantageya app. We do have this products where, of course, we had to go into a journey to get to where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And through this journey, of course, we learned a lot where we had it in our books, these 2 books. But this is the thing, I couldn't see exactly how I'm able to create a program out of these books. When, of course, you stepped in, we were talking about it, and you created this spark inside me, like, yes, you can do it. Let's work together. And you read my book. You took the time to read the book, and then we sat together. And when you start showing me a little bit in pieces, it was like reading my journey, but step by step, not knowing how did you do it, to tell you the truth, because to me it was tricky to find these pieces throughout my book. And when, of course, you took, like, I believe, like a couple of months, when you got back to me and you showed me the program, I was like, oh wow, yes, it does make a lot of sense to me, what I'm seeing, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. And you created the spark. How can I start? So I believe you pushed me, like you were able to push me when I did not believe in myself, how to start this program. Like you started the foundation for me, where I start building on it. And this is always I believe the most challenging thing is the foundation. Once you start your first step, this is when you start building on it. And with each time I was building and completing this program, I kept going back. I would be looking at the steps, and it will inspire me, even if it wasn't the whole step that I would like to use. But still, there is a piece that I would look at it and it will inspire me, especially like because you did mention a few details. And to me, that was really beautiful in this program, like the questions that I would be asking, my intentions, how would I look at it, how would I take it step by step. So every time I would look at it, I'm like, that does really make a lot of sense. So let me as well work on it and build on it more, because you cannot give me like the whole program. As well, I have to do my work. I have to do the thing that I have to do from my side. So, but as a teamwork, it helped me to understand, what do I really want, my intentions, where do I want to go? And the most important thing for me is believing in myself. And
Absolutely.
yeah, this has helped me big time. I have to give you this credit, Shelby, that you did create the spark in me. And
Thank
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel so good to hear you say that. I just really enjoy. That's what I like to. I mean, that's my role. First of all, is to work with you to help you develop something that is truly you. You wrote that book. You put in those 2 books. You put in all the time to talk about your experience and explore your journey. But what I do, and I think what was helpful, because I'm an author too, but it's so helpful to have somebody on the outside to read it and to interpret it and
Definitely.
and to express the journey in the way that they read it. And I think it's, as a person that's consuming the information and seeing how it can be in action, I think that's I'm just glad that you got that out of the whole process. And I think I'm really happy about that. So,
Well, I'm happy as well, that's for sure. But this is, I think, the key of your work, Shelby. If I would have a key, it's not just getting the pieces out of the book, it's reorganizing your thoughts. So, and this is a key for, for all of us. Like, even if you're a teacher, you have always to reorganize your thoughts. When you want to do your podcast, you always have to reorganize your thoughts. So to reorganize my thoughts out of the book that I wrote, it does take a special eye. It's not something that anyone can do it. And this is part of your gift that I do truly appreciate it. And we have to respect each other's gifts. And why not just to give it to someone that has it and can do it, instead of me wasting the time and learning. And the process will take me even longer than having just someone step in, they know what they're supposed to do, and let them do the work. I think it's always beautiful to work as a team. To me, this is
I
a program.
completely agree. And you're right. That's the important piece, that what I can help is lay that foundation, but then really where it starts to take life is when we start to put those things into action, and you're actually running the program and communicating with people and putting those action items into play, because it's your experience and moving forward with that. So I think that's really, really exciting. I'm really excited to hear about the next steps and the implementation piece, because that's an important part of this whole thing too. And you already have some plans set, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm more excited, I guess. I'm just so ready for this, because you remember, Shelby, when we started, it did really take me some time to be able to see it. When you saw it, I'm like, I could not see it. So you kept pushing me, like, Reem, you can do this. This is the pieces. I'm like, yeah, I know. But so I think inspired me to see the vision. That was a beautiful piece of the process, because you have to see the vision to where you're going. And maybe that's why I gave you a hard time while we were working on it. I'm like, okay, I have to see the vision. I'm not seeing. And with each question, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I do have the answers for this until I was able. So it's always good to be challenged for someone, just, to push you so you are able to see what you're capable for.
Absolutely.
And this is so beautiful.
And
Thank you. I truly appreciate your piece, Shelby, in this program. It was such an important piece, and I enjoyed it. It challenged me to be out of my comfort zone, and I truly, truly enjoyed it. Enjoyed working with you, enjoyed how professional you are, and the time, of course, you gave me to build this program.
oh, thank you again. That's such a treat to hear. I just like seeing, I love seeing a book come to life, and I love seeing content come to life. And there's a difference between writing the book and between actually making it an action. And
Definitely.
I just love seeing that. And you are so inspired, and your audience is going to be so inspired. So I'm excited to talk about I'm excited to see what is to come. So
yeah, we're gonna enjoy our success. This is for sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, are there any final thoughts before I wrap up the interview about what's why don't you tell us what's next?
What's next? We're just gonna jump and do the work. We're ready, like the program now is ready, and all what we have to do is just to take this step and start working and do the change, because from the beginning our intention is to create a change in people's life. and this is why we started this from, you wanted to do the change in my life. I would like to do the change in someone's life. So we are so happy, excited, and grateful for where we are right now and our future. How is the program going to take place? And of course, we're going to keep, learning out of this new experience that we are creating now with this program.
Absolutely. Well, Reem, I am so excited for you, and I'm excited that you're at the place to launch your program, and I look forward to the next steps. So
Thank you.
thank you again
I
for coming
appreciate
on
it.
to the interview, and I appreciate hearing from you.
Thank you. Same here, Shelby. I wish you the best in your job or in your journey as well. Thank you so
Likewise.
much.
It's all about the journey.
It's all about the journey. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll see everybody next time on the Expertise Podcast when we talk to people about how their intellectual property was transformed into a live program so they can help influence others. I'll see you next time. Oops.